story of Halo is known to all. The Covenant believe they are doing good for their religion, but in reality they are destroying the universe, which was considered generally quite bad in those days. In this title you get to play as a Spartan called Noble 6, returning to where Master Chief was trained, the planet Reach. You'll get to know your team through some nice set pieces, and the story can be pretty convincing when storming a Covenant base. But what helped bring out that Halo experience is the soundtrack and effects, which I really did like.
And now you're sending us.
The Office of Naval Intelligence believes deployment of a Spartan team is a gross misallocation of valuable...
But as always, Halo has a great sci-fi feel about the game, and I appreciate the set pieces, voice acting and everything which helps bring out that Halo experience. But yet it still felt like it was missing something, and it failed to capture any interest from me. Well, where do I start? I know, I'll start from Halo 1. It's been exactly the same for years, throwing stickies, jumping, driving and all the basics. Once again, Halo is very much the same with Halo 3. No major changes are made to the gaming mechanics other than some power-ups. But I'd like to say now, Reach is 10 times better than its previous title, ODST. The campaign feels more like Halo 3 and does not try to make the game look dark. And with that, there are new weapons and items added to the game along with just one vehicle, the Falcon. However, what might come as a huge disappointment is that there are vehicles removed from the game, such as the Hornet, Prowler, Chopper and a few others too, and don't give me that there are forklifts and trucks to replace them. That is not good. And now for the finale. There is no dual wielding, but maybe it is for the best online. Then again, maybe not. And along with that, the battle rifle, fuel rod gun, flame grenades and the plasma cannon have also been removed. Although you do get the opportunity to fly a space fighter in the campaign, which wasn't very good, but it was different to Halo. You might be thinking, what will the power-ups be? Well, it's the jetpack, the ability to sprint, a hologram to distract enemies, and my personal favourite, go apeshit. There are a few other bad boys too, and this is the biggest improvement to the gameplay mechanics, in my opinion. I also want to cover the Halo Forge, which has been vastly improved. I'll cover it in the enjoyment section along with an overview to the multiplayer. So all in all, there really is not much else to say. Everything has stayed pretty much the same in my eyes. Perhaps you'd like to spot out a few more differences, but the campaign is around the same thrill as Halo 3. And to me, I found the mission structure a little boring at times. However, the gameplay mechanics of Halo are very well done as always, but Bungie never have and never will change their game. And hence why we are stuck with Halo 3 again plus upgrades. Thanks Bungie. This is where Halo earns some brownie points. Although it might not have the most powerful graphic engine, the design and effects around the game destroy anything and everything set in the future, with perhaps the exception to Mass Effect games. The design is very clever and creates a brilliant atmosphere that could only be Halo. I found the level design changing each segment so nothing gets too repetitive. Set pieces look okay, character models look okay. The guns look awesome, the effects look awesome. However, there is not huge, but certainly noticeable tearing about the game, which influenced the way I looked at it. No doubt if this game was on PC, it would knock spots off the 360 version. No offense fanboys. And that's the problem, it's very well done, but not amazing, and not stunning. Unlucky Bungie, but kudos to you for the brilliant Halo design. Okay, now I've probably insulted another billion Halo fans, but this is how the game seemed to me. It seemed like a small upgrade to Halo 3. The story was definitely worse, the gameplay was exactly the same with a few additions. The graphics look better, but not stunning, and the enjoyment is going to vary. What I mean by that is I feel the online and Halo Forge have been improved. Some will love it and eat it up like it's revolutionary. Others will say, meh. But I must say the online is absolutely huge and very, very impressive. I'm not going to cover the online, but I'll point you out to someone who can. Aside from the removed vehicles and no dual wielding thanks to ODST, this time around you can actually buy armor upgrades, which is all about luck. When you include customization in an online experience, the player has something to fight for. He or she is getting somewhere. I also want to comment on the driving mechanics to the game. Does anybody feel like as if you're driving on ice? I do, and that's kind of weird to me. Now this is an overview because the multiplayer section is truly huge, so you might want to check out Zeitgeist Game Review for an in-depth online review. And now I'm going to talk about the Halo Forge. This time you can actually build mostly whatever you want, whether it be a massive tower, a series of obstacles, or perhaps a maze. Bungie has given us a tool that they use to make the game. But I don't feel it's on a professional level. It's definitely toned down for the casual gamer. I created a map which involved a lot of ramps and obstacles, and even a minefield which was set to blow at a certain time, which I may throw a commentary on depending on comments. There's also Firefight, which many of you like from ODST, and that works pretty well. I also like there's the option to play the campaign with 3 other friends, which can get a little laggy sometimes. But that is that for the enjoyment section, and you guessed it, it's score time. 7 for the story, purely because it failed to capture any interest from me. Gameplay 8. Halo does have some truly brilliant gameplay mechanics for an FPS, but yet doesn't do much different and the level structure gets very boring. Graphics 8. Sure, there's brownie points to be had, but other than a truly amazing design, the graphics are good but not stunning. And finally the enjoyment, 8. The online and Halo Forge have definitely aided this section. Without that, the 6 to 8 hours of campaign came across a little boring. And that's an overall score, an 8. Now as I prepare for the onslaught in the comments section, I just want to tell you this is opinion based. I have not grown up on the original chunky Xbox. I am a hardcore PS2 fan. And seriously, don't forget, for a full in-depth review on the online, check out Zeitgeist Game Review right here. This has been Jazz for Jazz Reviews. Online review here, Mafia 2 review there. I'll see you guys later with Dead Rising 2. Thank you very much, and don't even bother to like or subscribe. Just throw me a comment below. Peace.